qualifiers. Goal Plus Africa, Africa's Heartbeat, AFCON, CHAN, COSAFA Cup, FIFA WC qualifiers. Libertadores Vision, South America Uncovered, Copa Libertadores, Copa America, WC qualifiers. Silk Dynasty, Asia Spotlight, Asian Cup, WC qualifiers. Harambee Stars Unleashed, everything about Kenya's national team. When club football dominates, we go deeper. United Frontline, the ultimate Man United fan experience. Echoes of Anfield, Liverpool like you've never seen it. House of Galacticos, Real Madrid Uncovered. Premier League Game Month Show, stats, analysis, insights every 4 game weeks. Champions Crystal Ball, UEFA Tournaments, Club World Cup, Super Cup predictions. Final Whistle Debate Show, the hottest sports topics debated by experts, every 6 weeks. Deal Paranoia, transfer window coverage you can't miss. And for weekly predictions? We cover everything: Premier League, Championship, FA Cup, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, League One, DStv Premiership, T20 Cricket, F1, Women's Super League, international tournaments, and much more. Why subscribe? Because we don't just show games, we predict, analyze, debate, and break the stories that matter. From transfers to tactical battles, from managerial appointments to live watch-alongs, Football Overseas gives you the edge no other channel does. This is your hub for global sports, where every match counts, every opinion matters, and every fan belongs. Subscribe, join the debate, and fuel your passion.
Okay, pick up guys, welcome to the Football Overseas YouTube channel, and we are live again for Premier League playoffs, semi-finals predictions, and it is that time of the year, that time of the season when the Premier League season is about to wrap it up, and we have EFL Championship, it is done, and now we have a lot of games to work on, a lot of fixtures to work on, and this is the playoffs. It is a time where 4 teams dream of qualifying for Premier League, and that's time again, as usual. Last time, last time in the 2024-2025 season, we have had those 4 teams come again, and this time we have those 4 teams again. Last time, last season, Last season, it was teams like Sheffield United, Sunderland, Coventry City, and Bristol City. And from that playoffs, the team that qualified for the Premier League this season was Sunderland. Yeah, and now this season, the playoffs, there's 4 teams who claim of going back to the Premier League, and these are teams that have valid teams. Teams like Middlesbrough has been flirting with playoffs for a long time. You have teams like Hull City. Hull City hasn't been in the Premier League for a long time. Saints were in the Premier League, but they were relegated to the AFL Championship, and they'll be struggling to be promoted to the Premier League again. And unlike Leicester City, Saints remained in the AFL Championship. Leicester City is being relegated to the League One, and for Saints, it is a time for Saints to claim. Saints have played well this season, and they have reached the FA Cup semi-finals. Is it semi-finals? Yes. And they gave Man City's big team a good match. And Southampton isn't an easy team to deal with. It is a force to reckon with, and we have obviously a cult team called Millwall, and those are amazing picks as well. this coming up this weekend, and Football Overseas will bring previews, watch alongs, and all those other things. But let me start off with what you have come here for, and we start off with the first game, Hull City versus Millwall. Last time out, Hull City played Millwall was a few games was this season. Yeah, let me check it out. Head to head, 526. Yeah, so last time Hull City played Millwall, it was Millwall beat Hull City 3-1 at the same stadium. Yeah, and they're playing each other in the playoffs now again. So Hull City beat Millwall at Millwall's stadium 3-1, and Millwall beat Hull City 3-1 at Hull City Stadium. So obviously, Hull City finished, they sneaked into playoffs in the last minute in the last game week. In the last game, they sneaked into playoffs and they managed to beat a close three-man race for playoffs qualification. Yeah, and they beat a three-man race of Derby City, Derby County, Wrexham, 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 and the Hull City. Yeah, so they managed to beat that race. And for Hull City versus Millwall, there's credible players to look out for in these teams, and some of them have good stats. Yeah, let me load it up. Let me set it up. Yeah, so for them, wait. Yeah, so for Millwall, the top scorer this season has been, for me, as yes, he has scored 11 goals. And for Hull City, the top scorer has been Joe. Joe has been contributing to goals, 14 goals. Joe and Oli 17 goals. Oli is the second top scorer in the league as well. So it shows you how active Hull City has been. But my prediction for this game for Hull City versus Millwall, it's 2-1. You can also watch the video that Martin did. Yeah, he also did a video about that, about Hull City, Millwall. Yeah, so but I'm predicting 2-1 for Hull City versus Millwall. I think Millwall has too much quality to beat Hull City away from home, and it is going to be a good match to watch. Yeah, especially considering both teams. Hull City has been on a good attacking form. They have had many goal scorers in the top eight. Yeah, they have like people like Joy, Oli, and yeah. But I think Millwall has too much quality to beat Hull City. Yeah. But anyway, we'll see what happens in the second leg. But that's my thoughts in the first leg. Next game, next game is Middlesbrough versus Southampton. That is a good match to reckon with. Middlesbrough currently come the host Southampton. Yeah, Middlesbrough hosts Southampton. Middlesbrough is fifth place. They finished the season on the same point with Southampton. Southampton has had a good season this season, and for them to reach the FA Cup semi-finals, it's a team not to reckon with. It is a team, it's a force to reckon with, and Middlesbrough has been a team of up and down. At one time, Middlesbrough was even in the top two. So Southampton has slowly climbed up the table over the season as I was doing this Premier League game as show and analyzing the video as well. But for Middlesbrough versus Southampton, I'm going to pick Middlesbrough to beat Southampton. Yeah, there's too much quality in that squad. Yeah, and Middlesbrough should surprise Southampton. Oh, yeah. The Canadian Liam Malia. Yeah, he's a good shout, but it should be interesting to see whether Millwall can qualify. Oh, that's another Canadian. Um, Larry. Wow. Yeah, so there are two Canadians, Larry and Liam Miller. Those are two Canadians, and yeah. What else have I? Yeah, so that sums up my prediction so far. I think it was a short show. There's nothing much to say about these two teams, but there have been incredible players to watch out for, and may the best team win this weekend. Hopefully, your team can win this weekend. For those who are backing their teams, hopefully your teams can win this weekend. And for those who haven't subscribed to the channel, we'll be doing live watch along. We'll be having a live watch along for these teams. For these games, we'll be having a live watch along for the Wrexham game. I doubt we'll have for the Southampton game, but I'll see. Yeah, but having anyway, I've announced those two things, and make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Yeah, you can also scan the code up there, and I'll see you guys for the watch alongs. My name's Kyle. Like, subscribe, and I'm out.